Jihad. Respected my Shaykh, Sayyid Jaram Shah, Alexandria, sisters here, and respected elders, and brothers and sisters in Islam. I want to begin, inshallah, to remind you of a certain few ayat in view of what we were saying before. Just to go to translation, and if somebody wants to read it in Arabic, that's fine, but I'll just go to translation. If your fathers and your sons and your brothers, and by extension your sisters, and your mates, and your kinfolk, and the things that you have acquired, and the trade, the slump of which you fear, especially in today's world, and the homes in which you love are dearer to you than Allah and His Messenger, and struggle in the way of Allah, that is the jihad, then wait until Allah brings His judgment, that is His amri, His order. And Allah does not guide the fasiqeen. So, you account for yourself. If you think for yourself, if your fathers are more important to you than Allah and His Rasul, if your sons or your brothers or your mates, your wives, your kinfolk, the things that you have gotten by trading, or you fear that the slump of your trade or the depression of your trade, if you fear these things, if you love your homes more than you love Allah and His Rasul, then you wait and see what will happen. So you have to think of this. If these things only you can know, I can't know, you can only know, this is called muhasab al-nafs. Look to yourself. See inside of yourself. If you love these things more than you love Allah, more than you love Rasulullah, more than you love this struggle in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then just wait and you're going to see what's going to happen to you. Okay? So this is a warning from Allah. Allah says, Ya ayyuhan nabiyyu inna arsalnaka shahidan wa mubashiran wa nadhira. So part of it is witnessing the job of the Prophet, part of it is bringing good news, but part of it is warning the people. So this is a warning to people. Look to yourself, look to your hearts, look to your inside, and account for yourself. You know yourself, nobody can know yourself better than you know your own self. Ask yourself this question: what is important to you? If you find yourself lacking in it, then you need these programs. You need to come to these things. You need to increase your iman so that this iman becomes greater, so that this love, as he said before, that love me more than you love your family. Love me more than you love the things of the world. Love my family more than you love the things. If you have to build this love within inside of yourself, if you are to be in a good situation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you don't, if you answer the question and comes back, double your efforts. Make more efforts. Come here more often. Sit with other people who are involved with this thing. Turn off your TV. Turn off these things and spend your time with the Quran and with the Hadith and with the Seerah of the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. This is, you can see this. He said, the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the meaning of his words, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam has a better claim on the believers than they have on themselves. النبي أولى بالمؤمنين من أنفسهم. He has more of a claim on you than you have on yourself. So, meaning what? Meaning that you, in the end of the day, can't save yourself. You can't save yourself. You have to be saved. But how to be saved? Be saved by what? By what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given by the way of His orders. You know very well the well-known hadith. If somebody has a stream of water in front of his house and he makes a bath in it 5 times a day, he will become clean from this, right? So this means, what is the means of saving yourself? What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided by the way of His orders. How do you want to take care of your money? How can you take care of your money? Your fear, look at the way the world is going. Look at this. How can you take care of your money? Pay your zakat. Not give your zakat. Give your sadaqah, but pay your zakat. Pay it. Meaning what? meaning there's no ifs, ands, and buts or anything else. Like, if you want to save yourself, remember the Sawm, the Rosa of Shari Ramadan. If you want to save yourself, visit the ancient house. Make that intention and visit the ancient house. If you visit it once, make an intention to visit it the second time, because Allahu Alam, you don't know what the things are. These are the things, the means by which you can save yourself. This is what he's saying, that the Prophet has a better. So what the next part of it is, the love of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is what gives the ability, the hikmah, and everything else for the people to fulfill what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered upon us. He says, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam recorded in Bukhari and Muslim, none of you, he repeated this hadith before, none of you are true believers until I am more beloved than your father, your children, and all of mankind. Again, nobody here can judge anybody. Nobody knows the hearts of anybody here. You know your own hearts. But we bring these things to you, we remind you. These meetings are, as I said at the last time when we had the other one over the other side of town, these are the big school. This is a school. You come here, we come here too, to learn. Because this society in which we live is corrosive. It makes this kind of thing, who is this Muhammad? Who is that? What is Islam? What is that? These other things become very, very big things. The Islam's smaller and smaller. Unless you work on it, it will disappear. We know that 60% of our children are leaving Islam. Okay, we know this. We know this from the figures that ISNA and groups like that have made. 60%, 6 out of 10 children leave Islam. Do they leave it because they don't like it? No, they like it. They leave it because it's irrelevant to them. They leave it because it has no meaning for them. They leave it because the khatib talked to them, they don't even know what he's saying, or they don't agree with it, they don't know what it doesn't mean anything to them anymore. So that's why we need these gatherings. People say, why do you have these gatherings? We have these gatherings so we can inform one another, increase our love, increase our himma, grow this thing inside of ourselves, and not only ourselves, because as I said before, I was talking to Maulana here, my beard is white. I'm out of here. I have a few years. I don't know what Allah left for me, but only a few years. I can't look to 50 years or 40 years. I mean, but the reality of the situation, he has a black beard, okay? He can look forward to a little bit more time. But these young kids here, these are the future. And you are the parents. We are the grandparents. If you don't teach the children, if you don't bring your children here, if you don't bring them to the school, I'm a teacher of children. I've been teaching children for 25 years. The children come and I know they don't know. They don't know so many things. They don't know who is the mother of Rasul, who is the father of Rasul. They don't know who is his friend. Oh, they know. Oh, yes, Muhammad's a prophet. But what does that mean? They don't know. Who is Abu Bakr? Oh, well, Abu Bakr, you know, yeah, he's Abu Bakr said, but who is he? What did he do? Umar, what did he do? Why was Umar necessary? What did Uthman do? How did the Muslims get the wells in Medina? How did the Muslims get the means to fight the jihad against these people? Where did this come from? Who was Ali? Oh, they heard of Ali, karamallahu wajh, but who was he? What did he do? They don't know. That's ignorance. And when that ignorance go into the people, and they know more about Shaq O'Neal, and they know more about Obama, and they know more about this person and that person and Bush and whatever, whoever these people, they know more about that. Lohan, I don't know all these names, I don't follow it, but you know, Britney Spears, you know, they know more about Britney Spears than they know about Aisha radiallahu ta'ala. That's the truth. I'm not lying to you, it's the truth. So this means that this deen becomes diminished in their hearts, diminished in their minds, diminished in their understanding. It doesn't mean anything to them. It's not that they dislike Islam, they don't dislike Islam, but